I can't hear you, man. There's no sound.
Well, let me do it again. Here we go. Now I got it. Live. See, this is what happens when
That's why I was like, I can't hear.
I'm talking. I'm like miming the words. That's what I was doing. So, welcome to the We Are Ending Nation podcast, season 6, episode 14. I'm Evan J. Thomas. With me always is Dennis Stover, and we are not going to hold back on swearing today because I'm figuring there's going to be a lot of that happening. But let's start with this. Notre Dame has won 10 straight games, all by average of 30.5 points per game, all double digits. They just were announced number 9 in the AP poll, but they get bucked by this college football playoff. How are you doing, Dennis? Nice to see you. We've been talking all morning.
We haven't done a show since Thanksgiving, right? So
yeah, since right before the 70-7 game.
Yeah. So anyway, Stanford game was great. It was good up until about whatever it was, 11:30, 11:45 this morning. I had a lot of F-bombs and choice words earlier as my jaw hit the ground and my eyes widened. But
we actually got people jumping on today. This is going to be a fun one. We might.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I was trying to put people on.
And even if you hate us.
It was really disappointing. It was really disappointing. When I saw when Bama came on the screen at 9, I was like, what the fuck? And then I knew it was no good. And so yeah. Notre Dame's got to win the 2 games early, I guess. That's the position they put themselves in, being in non-conference. The biggest thing that gets me, and then we can go into other shit, is Vegas had him at third best odds of winning the whole thing. Yep. And so yeah, it really it sucks, man. It really does suck. I'm happy they're not going to play in a bowl game.
So let's start with that one. So not only did Notre Dame not get picked to be in the top 12 for the bracket, which they were number 9 last week, how Miami jumped them when both teams were at home, and actually Notre Dame and Miami had more rushing yards combined than Alabama.
-3. That's my gripe with the whole playoff bracket is, okay, Miami head-to-head Notre Dame. Of course, yes, Miami beat Notre Dame head-to-head. So where were they at? And on Tuesday before today, they were at 10?
Yeah, they were at 10.
Okay, and we were at 9?
Correct.
Okay. So, and then my thing is, it's not between us and Miami or us and Alabama. It's between Bama and Miami. And Bama looked awful pretty much the last 2 weeks.
Correct.
And how they get in is where my gripe is.
What I saw about that was they should not be penalized for being in a championship game. But
no, man,
you should be penalized if you get whacked.
No, fuck that shit. It also too, how many teams do the SEC get in? They want to try to include all these conferences and all these other teams, but yet the Big Ten got how many?
So let's count them. The SEC has Georgia,
right?
Alabama,
right?
Oklahoma, Texas A&M.
5 teams. Big Ten.
Yeah, Big Ten has Indiana. Thank God they beat Ohio State. There's number 2. And then they also have Oregon.
5. So they have 3.
They have 3. You have
ACC. The ACC is a bad conference. Their conference champion is 8-5. The committee felt bad or felt some kind of obligation to make sure all these conferences got in. And so again, this, Notre Dame put themselves in a hole where they have no room for error. And they started out 0-2, and that's the game.
Let me ask you this question. Number 11, Tulane. Number 12, JMU. James Madison.
They're conference champions. That's
both made it in as conference champions.
Right.
But do you think either of them have a chance to even remotely play well against Ole Miss or Oregon?
No, but that's why you play the game. I mean, Appalachian State beat Michigan how long ago? We lost to Northern Illinois last year. But no,
2008.
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
So instead of putting the 12 best teams, as I've been saying kind of since day one, the top 12
Get
teams.
rid of the conference thing.
Get rid of the
all
conference.
Just
correct. Put the top 12 teams in.
The final poll. They don't need to do a poll each week to hype people up because they want ratings. Because ESPN fucking in. I hate them.
But yeah. So here's the thing too. I saw a lot of people bitching and complaining there should be 16 teams. The same thing is going to happen.
It's all right.
17, 18.
It'll happen then, right?
People are like, oh, well, at least that way Vanderbilt can get in, Texas, Notre Dame. Yeah, but then you got 17, 18, 19. You got Michigan that's going to complain that they're not
USC
in.
would complain.
USC that they're not in. Illinois, I don't know where Illinois is anyway.
Right, but no, it's yes.
BYU's been crying for 4 weeks.
Right.
And they get waxed yesterday again by Texas Tech.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Let's go over the 12 that we that are in currently. So I have 0 issues with the first 5. So Indiana 1, Ohio State 2, Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4. And then we have Oregon at 5. Then I have a discrepancy with Ole Miss at 6. You just lost your coach. And he's gone.
Yeah, I would put Texas A&M over Ole Miss.
Texas A&M has 1 loss, and it was the last week.
Right.
And they dropped 5 spots in the playoff?
4. They were 3, and they dropped to 7.
So 4 spots. Sorry, my math is off. Oklahoma should be basically where they are, and then you have Alabama, obviously, and then Miami, Tulane, and James Madison, JMU.
Right.
Well, we got some chat people heading in here. We got Lori saying hello, gents. I'm trying to understand how Notre Dame is not in the playoffs. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct.
That's
and
correct.
They also declined their playoff, not playoff.
Bowl. Their bowl game. They declined their bowl bid, which I fully support because kids would have opted out anyway.
Yes.
Don't take a chance on getting injured. I really wholeheartedly, I say this with the utmost confidence right now, that Notre Dame is going to play so angry next year and with a chip on his shoulder. Marcus Freeman is not going to let them forget this moment because those kids were robbed of being able to play for a title.
Correct.
They're a playoff worthy team, and I give a fuck what anybody else says out there. That's it. End of story.
So interesting you said earlier ESPN kind of had their hand in this, which I agree they do.
I don't want to be like a crybaby but there is some
bias,
tomfoolery and fucking.
Well, look who's kind of running things at ESPN. You have Feinbaum, hates Notre Dame. Nick Saban, I don't know. You got Stephen A. Uncle Tom, he's there. So he hates Notre Dame. You got all these people that are going. Danny Cannell, I don't even know who the hell he is anymore. Has been
Danny Cannell, I didn't know he was on there. I like Greg McElroy really made some good points. He
did. McElroy and Galloway, Joey Galloway.
That's about the only. What it is it has nothing to do with those guys. I mean,
no, they
lobby. But what it is because the SEC network is ESPN and the ACC network is ESPN, and that's it. They have all the playoff games, right?
Yeah.
They're on the ABC networks and ESPN carry all the playoff games.
So
it's just they got all. That's what it is. I think people were pissed last year because of Notre Dame's independency and how much money they made, and they didn't have to share. There's probably some of the, on and on. I'm not crying. Notre Dame's got to win those first 2 games, or at least one of the 2. They weren't ready, and they are a different team, and that's what kills me. Is you can't compare a team in September to where they are at the beginning of December.
Especially when you win 10 games in a row, all by double digits. And
they're just 2 different teams. I ask any of those knuckleheads on ESPN if Miami or Texas A&M played Notre Dame tomorrow, who would win?
Well, tell me what you told me on the phone earlier about what Feinbaum said, where he totally changed.
He just contradicted himself because he started out by saying Alabama over Notre Dame because of the SEC strength of schedule and all that shit. And then not even 2 minutes later, Louis Riddick comes right back and says, well, if you look at how they played the last 10 games versus how Alabama played in the last 10 games, and you're going to tell me that Bama is a better team than Notre Dame?
No.
And Feinbaum was
they barely beat
with his
Auburn.
big flappy fucking ears.
This guy looks like the crypt keeper.
Anyway, I'm not here to bash on anybody or cry me a river.
But
I am feeling a passionate fandom because it was stolen from those kids, man. Vegas had third best odds.
That's what I mean. ESPN actually had them ranked as the third best team in college football, behind Indiana and Ohio State. So when you have that, you have all these different people seeing the eye test, seeing everything that's going on. They're number 9 in the AP poll, but then they get hosed because you have Dave Portnoy crying. You have all these people all over social media crying that, they need to be in, but then they lose. So it's like, okay, Alabama lost, BYU lost, Virginia lost. Everything fell the way that Notre Dame needed to happen yesterday.
Yeah.
And then they still get left out.
It's funny, too, because week to week, if you listen to the playoff committee, they'll say, the way the team looks, how they're we felt 1 week that this team didn't run the ball well, so that's why we put them here. I think that's what they said after the Alabama-Oklahoma game.
Okay.
And then Alabama has -3 rushing yards. -3 rushing yards. And they're in the playoff.
Well, because they lost to Georgia.
And, here's another one, too. All I kept hearing was Alabama had the best win when they beat Georgia in Athens. And then I'm thinking to myself, wasn't that when everyone was saying earlier in the season, Texas A&M had the best win at home, beating Notre Dame at home?
Correct.
So what is it, man? What do you want? What do you guys want? And what sucks too is the brand of Notre Dame. Like they're one of the
hate it.
Well, I know that they're like the Yankees, but or the Cowboys, but I'm saying they generate revenue. They're one of the largest. I think it's Texas, Ohio State, us, and the way they just it's weird. I don't know. I think they have to go undefeated every year or join a conference.
I think I saw something a little bit earlier. Brady Quinn said so. Notre Dame has to be 11-1 at least every year. That's it.
Right. It's like cool,
but other teams could lose 3 games or 4 games or 5 games like Duke did.
They're really forcing Notre Dame to join a conference.
Let's get into that little conversation once again. You and I have gone into nauseum discussing this over the last several years. Is it time? Is it time for Notre Dame to join a conference? I've said yes.
I mean, if we can't make it in like this, then yeah,
it's time. And it's not going to be the
fix will be what Notre Dame will argue is Notre Dame will argue for 16 teams then, or I like the 12-team format, but how else again, Brady Quinn's right. You have to go 11-1 every year or 12-0.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. And obviously last year was 11-1. So,
and what teams will start doing is they'll start like bum ass Riley and spoiled children. They want to schedule. People won't schedule Notre Dame.
True. Yeah, I keep seeing people saying that Miami should never schedule Notre Dame again. Well, that's just stupid. But
I wish Notre Dame would get out of that dumbass ACC agreement too.
Which they need to, especially what happened this year where they scheduled that Stanford game at freaking 10:30 Eastern time.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm fine. The ACC is a terrible conference.
It is. Obviously, we saw that.
It's funny too because Clemson won 2 national titles within the last 10 years, but it's still a shit.
It's garbage. It's garbage.
Yeah.
You had Duke, like you said, who was 7-5-1, and won the championship, beating a 10-2 Virginia team.
Yeah.
And then even leaving Miami out because of some 5-team tiebreaker bullshit.
Yeah, that's on the ACC. That's on the ACC conference. That's another reason why, because we're attached to that because we have to play 5 games a year with them.
Yes, at least 5
Thanks,
games.
Warbrick.
It's crazy. The other thing I look at too, so they also said the seeding will also determine if your coaches leave the school.
Yeah, that was determined. Obviously, that didn't matter for Ole Miss.
So what I heard on the ESPN show this afternoon, whichever it was that half of the field have either their head coach or their defensive or offensive coordinators leaving the school now
Already?
because of the stupid calendar that college football is a complete mess. I've even seen people say they're never going to watch college football again. That's just stupid anger response to what's going on. I know you've said it, you still watch it. I'm still going to watch college football regardless. I might hate certain aspects
I
of
don't
it.
know how much of the playoff I'll watch. Honestly, I'm gonna be like, go Dogs. That's who I got. Like, go Georgia.
Georgia and my dad, Signetti.
Yeah, your second team. We're gonna change the podcast to We Are Indiana. Because Evan loves him Paul Mall, some Lucky Strike Signetti, man. You love that guy so much.
Yeah, you see this shirt? There you go.
Oh, is that Anthony Bourdain?
That is Anthony Bourdain.
That's wonderful. Where'd you get that?
Online, Amazon.
I can't support Amazon.
I kind of figured. You can probably find it on.
That's a great shirt. That's wonderful, man. I love it.
Shirt.
Oh, it's Bourdain.
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain with the big FU finger. That's why I had to wear it. My God, we got 6 people joining us right now.
There's our contingent.
So if you hate us or love us, feel free and drop a comment in the chat. See what we've already been discussing. Let me know what you think of this whole thing where Notre Dame gets completely left out. We will be unbiased to you. I don't have to say that you actually made a comment, but if you feel like it, go ahead. If you want to swear
Anybody
at us,
can say
go
whatever
ahead.
they want.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. And
so let's talk about let's talk about the playoff then. Let's go through you got the bracket in front of you?
I do.
Let's talk about, because we won't have a show to do because there's no bowl game. So let's just do the bracket real quick.
Okay.
Okay, what's the first game? Oregon and James Madison?
The opening series is JMU at Oregon.
All right, so I got Oregon.
I'm taking Oregon on that.
All right.
Alabama at Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, please.
By the way, hello, Elijah.
Oh, Elijah, no shit, man.
What's up, dude?
What's up, Elijah?
Hey,
Elijah, you got any low document disc, man?
Well, yeah. That's
anyway, all right, next game.
We have Tulane at Ole Miss. I'm taking Tulane all day.
You're going Tulane?
No, I'm sorry. Ole Miss all day.
I was going to say Ole Miss to win. I mean,
and then you have number 10 Miami at Texas A&M. Texas A&M's going to slaughter them.
Yeah, I'll take Texas A&M.
Then Elijah says no to, and I think it's to the low document stuff. So
yeah, I know. I'm sure it was. I'm glad he heard though.
So the winner of Oregon versus JMU then will play Texas Tech.
Okay, so
right now
Oregon, Texas Tech.
Oregon, Texas Tech. At Texas.
I'm going to take Texas Tech. They bought themselves a pretty strong team.
That defense yesterday.
Yeah,
disgusting.
They look really good.
Disgusting. So then we have the next game, which will be, as we picked, Oklahoma at number 1 Indiana.
I'm going to take Lucky Strike. How can you go? You can't go against you can't go against the Lucky Strike.
I'm going to take Papa Sigs on that one. So
Papa Sigs.
Papa Sigs. Then we're going to have Ole Miss at Georgia, the number 6 versus 3 seed.
Go Dogs! It's like that dumbass commercial.
It is a dumbass commercial. Yes, I would also pick the Dogs. And then we have Texas A&M at Ohio State.
I'll take the Buckeyes.
Okay. So then in the semifinal, you would have Texas Tech versus Indiana. At Indiana. Well, no, that would be
no.
That's like a Peach Bowl or whatever that is.
Right.
So
one of the fruit bowls.
Texas Tech at Indiana.
Woo! I'll take Indiana. I can't believe it. Indiana's going to play for a natty.
That's crazy.
Go Indiana.
Dude, that's just unbelievable what he's done. And then you'll have number 3 Georgia against Ohio State. That will be
Wow, what a game!
that is a effing banger right there.
That's a really good game.
That would, to me, almost. Well, I can't say that would be the national championship game because I think Indiana might actually go all the way.
Yeah, well, Indiana, I would take Indiana over Texas Tech, and then because I don't want to see a rematch, I would like Georgia to win, but there might be a rematch of the Big Ten championship.
Okay, so you're picking Ohio State. I do not see Ohio State losing 2 games in a row.
Right.
So to me, it's going to be.
You think Ohio State's going to so they're not going to lose is what you're saying?
No, so it's going to be Indiana, Ohio State is what I'm calling for the championship.
So a rematch. It's kind of lame, but it'll be a good game. Hopefully they'll score more points.
Well, I just want it to be a good game. Sorry, but I don't mind a 13-10 game. If it's
I didn't watch it. Was it a good game?
It was a really good game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I mean, there was drama on both sides. There was fourth down plays that didn't happen. There was missed field goals from both sides. So it was like, drop passes.
Mendoza, did he win the Heisman yesterday?
Well, Mendoza went out early for like a couple series too. He got bashed hard on the arm.
Oh, yeah.
On the right shoulder and went down. His brother came in and played a couple downs.
His brother's on the team?
His brother is on the team too.
So man, and I guess for what's his name? The cat that transferred from Notre Dame. He played in the national championship last year, and he might be able to play. He transferred to Indiana. He's the center. I forget his name.
Oh yeah. I forgot what his name was, but I think was he out yesterday? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that transferred? Remember?
He was I forget his name. Peterson or Pettis. I forget. Short term, too much weed. I got high as hell today too. That I had to, man. I'm stoned. I got stoned as fuck before because
you got stoned and I was driving for 5 hours.
It hurt, man. It hurt a lot.
So
but
I know
honestly, it goes back, and this is it. We can say what we want, but the only excuse is we have to win one of those 2 games. We can't start out 0-2.
Yeah, and seeing people just, bash Notre Dame for saying that they don't want to play in the game, I don't blame them whatsoever.
I'm not mad. I'm not. What are they gonna? There's no reason to play in the Pop-Tart Bowl or the Mayo Bowl. Or
was I on fire yesterday until today happened?
Yeah, you had to take those down, didn't you? You had to eat some.
No, I kept them up there because you know what? I'm not going to back down on the bullshit that I said.
Well, okay.
But like I said, Notre Dame's going to be watching.
That's why I'm not on social media, so I don't look like a fucking Muppet.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't talk shit about Notre Dame winning or actually making the playoff. I just made fun of other teams not making the playoff.
Fair enough. But Bama's in now. Fucking Bama.
I know.
How? Ugh.
They're going to lose. We know that. They're not a good offense.
I hope so. I mean, Oklahoma's got a really good defense. And it's at Oklahoma again,
And by the way, we have another namesake of yours jumping in on the chat there. Mr. Anthony Stover left your Pop-Tart Bowl comment. So, Anthony, happy Saturday. Notre Dame got fucked.
Oh, speaking of, you had a birthday, so happy birthday to you, man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm 30 again, 29 once again.
Yeah, 29, huh?
That's way
low. I felt like 80 when I found out that, man, I was just unbelievable. I was tired because I was working. I worked till got home at like 12:30 last night. It was a rough service. I mean, it was a good service, but it was, people were enjoying the food. And, man, just devastating. Just bummed out.
I was excited last night. I was excited for
So was I.
And then
So was I.
And then the reveal started to happen, and I did the reveal live. Even your sister Lori's laughing at your Pop-Tart comment.
Mm-hmm.
We got the
There's
whole
no reason to. So let those cats say what they will. That's fine. They can have it. But I'm just telling. This is what I'm going to close with. Is we had a number 4 recruiting class coming in, and the way Freeman, he's not going to forget this moment. I hope with the last 2 years that they learned how important it is to be an independent. And now you really have no wiggle room. None. And I really think they're going to play with a chip on their shoulder and play with some. as Marcus Freeman likes to say, violence.
And one thing you said to me off screen earlier about the fact that some of these guys still could come back. And
Man,
with
there's
NIL,
something to come back for, right? Something to come back for.
I mean, think about it. If Jeremiah Love doesn't want to,
I think he definitely goes pro.
Think he wants to go to the Saints or
That's yeah. But Jadarian Price is the one that is because he is a top 50 prospect, I guess, for the NFL. But a shot at a title, and he could win. He could win the Heisman. It'd be like a Friday Night Lights story, wouldn't it?
It would be, but man, just got our hearts literally ripped out about 11:25 this morning Central Time.
Yeah, I really feel bad for the kids too.
It does suck. It does suck, and I am totally cool with. I mean, I know we've been bitching about it, but I said this weeks ago. I said if they make it, awesome. If they don't, obviously because of those first two losses, there was a reason.
It was the reason, and then we can throw in our, but that's really it at the end of the day, man. It's a shame because honestly, too, there's going to be some bad playoff football. There
is. Oh, what do you do now with it? Because the fact that you have automatic bids still, basically with, the JMU getting in, and also with Tulane.
I think they rethink it, and I don't think the conference champions. I think they'll take that away completely. Like conference champion doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Alabama was not penalized. Matter of fact, they were rewarded.
Yeah,
and rewarded for not showing up.
Not showing up
in the locker room for 3 quarters, man. And god damn, dude, fuck the SEC and fuck Bama.
And that's our show for today, everybody.
Yeah, man.
For watching. Maybe Dennis and I will do another show, but I don't think we really need to because we don't have any Notre Dame shit to talk about. Maybe we'll bring back the Idiots of Sports Fandom show.
Yeah, why not?
And then we could do some bullshit talking on there. So we'll figure something out. But Dennis, man, another year in the books. This was season 6. We did 14 episodes out of a possible, I think, 17.
Thanks, Matt Shelton, for coming on early on.
Matt Shelton, Lisa Kelly came on.
Lisa Kelly. Love Lisa Kelly. Great tailgate. And we're gonna donate to the swear jar because we dropped our word. We
dropped a few F-bombs. So I gotta talk with Lee Beckton about, donating how I do that. And then go from there. But next year.
I had a blast with you this year, man. Sorry it ended on a low point.
If we keep doing the show next year, we will promise you to bring on more guests. We got to get it scheduled down to make this happen.
Yeah.
And then that way we can get more guests on because this year was just a lot of scrambling going on with my travel and you working and stuff like that. It's just
or life not happens, working. Man.
Or not working. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys all for watching the show. Another 30 minutes in the books. Woo! Until 2026, I guess.
Yeah.
Go Irish. Have fun.
Go Irish. Fuck the CFP committee.
Yeah. Fuck the CFP and ESPN, by the way.
Always.
Bye-bye.